Imagine this. The moment you enter this world, you are handed a book. But this isn't just any book. It has no title, no author, and the pages are blank. At first glance, it seems like a simple journal waiting for your story, yet as you live, you realize some pages were already written before you ever arrived. Who wrote them? What secrets lie hidden within those lines? This mysterious book is the manual of your soul, a sacred guide filled with unseen wisdom, hidden destinies, and keys to understanding who you really are, and why you're here. The catch: no one ever gave you instructions on how to read it. For thousands of years, mystics, sages, and seekers have tried to decode this soul script. Ancient scrolls, esoteric teachings, and spiritual traditions have all hinted at the soul's essence and its grand design. But the truth is, the real key isn't found in dusty books or cryptic texts. It's found in the subtle signals your soul has been sending you all along, patiently waiting for you to recognize them. In this journey, we'll uncover lost wisdom and learn how to interpret these personal signs, the hidden map within you. Across the ages, many civilizations have hinted at a higher knowledge governing the soul. This wasn't just about explaining what the soul is, but revealing how we can tune into it. Take ancient Egypt, for example. They spoke of the Babe and the Katsu, two parts of the soul that must be balanced to reach eternity. Initiates would undergo sacred rituals in temples, designed to awaken memories of their divine origin and align their soul with the cosmic order. In Hindu philosophy, the concept of Atman, our individual soul, points to a profound truth. Atman is a fragment of Brahman, the universal consciousness. The Upanishads teach that knowing the Atman means knowing the entire universe. Liberation, or moksha, is found by peeling away illusions and ignorance to uncover this truth within. Meanwhile, ancient Greek philosophers like Plato explored the soul through reason and dialogue. In the Phaedrus, he described the soul as a charioteer struggling to control two horses, one driven by base desires, the other by reason and virtue. For Plato, the soul's true goal was to recall eternal knowledge and transcend the material world, reuniting with the divine source. But where does the idea come from that the soul's life follows a manual, a predetermined plan or mission? In Jewish Kabbalah, there's the powerful concept of tikkun olam, meaning the soul's repair or correction across many lifetimes. According to Kabbalistic teachings, each soul descends into this world carrying a unique mission, a purpose it must fulfill through growth and healing. This idea suggests that life isn't random. Instead, every experience, challenge and encounter is a step toward completing your soul's work, unlocking the hidden potential written in that mysterious book. The journey of discovering your soul's manual is about learning to listen to those inner whispers, synchronicities, and moments of insight that point the way. It's about embracing the unknown and trusting that the answers are already within you, waiting to be revealed. Understanding this sacred manual can change how you live. It shifts your perspective from feeling lost or aimless to knowing there's a deeper meaning guiding you. When you start to read your soul's book, every page you turn brings you closer to your true self and your ultimate destiny. So, how do you begin? The first step is awareness, opening your heart and mind to the signs around you. Meditation, reflection, and seeking stillness help you tune into the subtle language of your soul. Paying attention to dreams, feelings, and intuitive nudges becomes the code-breaking tool. Remember, this isn't just a spiritual fairy tale. It's a timeless truth echoed by the greatest thinkers and mystics throughout history. Your soul's book isn't written by chance. It's a masterpiece co-created by your higher self and the universe. Now is the time to start reading it, page by page, moment by moment, and unlock the hidden wisdom of your own existence. This mission is woven into the patterns of our lives, an unfolding narrative of the soul's true purpose. In mystical traditions like Hermeticism, there's a powerful phrase, as above, so below. This teaches us that the soul is deeply connected to the vast cosmos, and each person is a reflection of the universe itself. Our life paths are written in energetic patterns, influenced by the stars and the unseen forces that shape existence. These patterns can be read, understood, and aligned with to live in harmony with our true nature. Medieval alchemists spoke of the great work, a profound inner transformation. They believed the soul's journey was guided through spiritual symbols and metaphysical processes, hidden messages encoded in the very fabric of our being. These symbols, once decoded, reveal the mysteries of who we truly are and why we are here. Ancient practices offer us tools to unlock these messages, helping us reconnect with our essence. Today, many modern spiritual paths, like astrology, numerology, and past life regression, attempt to interpret this sacred manual. But the question remains, are the patterns of our lives fixed, or do we have the freedom to shape our destiny? If our purpose is encoded within us, how do we access it? What does it take to read the map of our soul? The answer is surprisingly simple. Your soul's manual is already written within you in your experiences, the events that shape your reality, and the meaningful signs that appear in your everyday life. The challenge is that, over time, we've forgotten how to recognize these signs. Ancient cultures developed spiritual maps and tools to interpret the soul's messages, but in the modern world, many of us live on autopilot, disconnected from these subtle truths that guide our journey. The soul doesn't speak in plain words but through symbols. Carl Jung introduced the idea of the collective unconscious, a deep reservoir of universal symbols or archetypes shared by all humanity. These archetypes appear in our dreams, myths, and visions, carrying profound messages about our inner world and guiding us towards self-understanding. Synchronicities, those remarkable moments when seemingly unrelated events align perfectly, are one of the soul's favorite ways to communicate. Have you ever thought of someone, only for them to call you moments later, or noticed a repeating number sequence on clocks, receipts, or signs? These are no coincidences. They are messages from your soul, urging you to pay attention and awaken. In shamanic traditions, animals that appear repeatedly in your life are seen as spirit guides or messengers. An owl might symbolize hidden wisdom waiting to be uncovered, while a wolf calls on you to trust your instincts. A butterfly's arrival can signal transformation on the horizon, a powerful reminder that change is possible when you open your heart. Learning to recognize and interpret these signs is the first crucial step in understanding your soul's language. It requires slowing down, tuning in, and trusting the subtle hints that guide you toward your authentic path. Your soul's manual isn't locked away in distant realms, it's alive in every moment, whispering through symbols, dreams, and synchronicities. By awakening your awareness to these messages, you begin to navigate your life with greater clarity and purpose. As you practice this, you'll find the hidden threads that connect your experiences, revealing patterns you might never have noticed before. This deepens your connection to the universe and helps you step into the life you were meant to live. The journey to reading your soul's manual is a sacred adventure. It invites you to become both student and explorer, embracing the mystery and magic within. Each symbol you decode, every synchronicity you follow, brings you closer to your true self and to the cosmic order that supports your soul's growth. So, begin now by opening your eyes and heart. Notice the signs, reflect on your dreams, and trust the wisdom that comes from within. Your soul is speaking. Are you ready to listen? As you journey through life, these gifts begin to call louder through moments of passion, through the things that light you up without effort. The soul's manual is not just made of lessons to learn, but also of powers to reclaim. When you follow the trail of what brings you alive, you're walking the exact path your soul laid out for you long before you were born. Your recurring struggles, your hidden talents, your inexplicable passions, they are all parts of the same sacred document. They're not scattered or random, they're guideposts. If the same situations keep reappearing, it's not because you're cursed or unlucky, it's because the lesson hasn't been fully understood yet. Once it is, once you respond differently, the pattern begins to dissolve, and your life shifts. Think of your life like a spiral, not a straight line. You'll revisit certain themes again and again, but each time from a higher perspective, with deeper understanding. The universe isn't punishing you. It's training you. It's giving you multiple chances to evolve, to finally act from your highest self instead of repeating an old reaction. Sometimes the soul communicates through subtle signs, a stranger saying something that hits deep, a book falling off a shelf, a dream that lingers in your mind all day. Other times, the message is loud, a breakdown, a breakthrough, a door slamming shut, or one swinging wide open when you least expect it. All of these are pages in the manual, speaking to you in a language older than words. The great challenge is not in finding these signs, it's in trusting them. In a world that teaches us to doubt anything that can't be measured, the soul asks you to feel, to pause, to listen to the quiet voice within, the one that's been whispering all along. It doesn't shout. It doesn't force. It nudges. It invites. And the more you listen, the clearer the path becomes. Spiritual awakening isn't about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you've always been. Beneath the roles, the expectations, the masks, you are a soul with a mission. That mission is encoded in every fiber of your being. It's in your wounds. It's in your gifts. It's in the synchronicities that pull you forward, even when your logical mind says it doesn't make sense. The Akashic records, as some call them, are not just a cosmic filing cabinet. They are the living memory of your soul. When you meditate, journal, or enter a state of deep stillness, you gain access to that wisdom. And from there, life begins to look different. Not easier, necessarily, but clearer. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this here to teach me?" When you embrace this way of seeing, healing becomes possible. Patterns break. Relationships shift. Purpose returns. You no longer move through life reacting. You respond with awareness. You stop chasing things that drain you, and start choosing what nourishes you. You live with intention, guided not by fear or habit, but by soul. If your passion is teaching, speak. If your heart longs to paint, create. If you feel a calling to help, serve. These aren't just hobbies. They are activations of your soul's blueprint. Honor them, and you'll find doors opening in places you never thought to knock. Your soul's manual isn't hidden. It's alive in every choice, every challenge, every quiet pull towards something greater. Begin reading it today. Let go of the need to have it all figured out. Just start listening. Follow the thread. Trust the signs. You already have the pen in your hand. Now it's time to write the next chapter with clarity, courage, and consciousness. Shape our destiny and point us toward our soul's intended evolution. These tools are not here to predict your life, but to illuminate it, to help you recognize the map that has always been encoded within you. The moment you start to pay attention to these subtle signals, life begins to speak to you in a language beyond words. Recurring numbers, emotional triggers, intense dreams, or even the strange feeling that you've lived something before, all are invitations to go deeper. They are not random. They are not meaningless. They are signposts, nudging you toward your true path. But to read them, you must slow down. You must learn to feel, not just think. The soul doesn't shout, it whispers, nudges, and waits. This is why practices like conscious breathing, silence, and sacred solitude matter. In the noise of the world, it's easy to mistake society's expectations for your own desires. But when you step back, when you disconnect from the noise, you start to hear the difference. Your soul doesn't care about trends. It's not impressed by status. It seeks only alignment, truth, and expansion. Each person carries within them a sacred imprint, a design that holds their spiritual potential. The more you live in harmony with this inner design, the more alive you feel. When you resist it, when you stay in relationships, jobs, or environments that drain you, you begin to feel lost, tired, or anxious. That's not failure. That's feedback. Your soul is speaking through your emotions, asking you to course correct. Think about your life as a sacred mirror. Every person you meet, every conflict you experience, every joy that floods your heart, they're all reflections. They show you where you are aligned, and where you are not. If a situation keeps repeating, it's because there's still something to see, still something to learn, still a page in your manual that's waiting to be read. The truth is, you already know what your soul is trying to say, but maybe you haven't trusted that knowing yet. Maybe you were taught to silence your intuition, to prioritize logic over feeling, or to follow the rules even when they led you away from your joy. It's time to undo that conditioning. It's time to listen again. There's no guru, no system, no external book that knows your truth better than your own soul. The most powerful teachers, the most sacred texts, they all point back to you. They remind you that the divine has already been speaking through your life, through your gifts, your struggles, and your longing for something more. To live in alignment with your soul's manual doesn't mean life will be easy, but it will be meaningful. It will be real. It will feel like coming home to something you forgot you always were. You will start making choices not from fear, but from truth. You'll stop chasing approval and begin following resonance. You'll realize that your pain had a purpose, that your dreams are instructions, and that your path, no matter how uncertain, is sacred. So slow down, listen deeper, trust the signs, and remember, the answers you seek are not out there in the world, they are within you, written in the language of your soul. All you have to do is remember how to read. That path isn't meant for you. Your body is a powerful compass, your emotions even more so. They speak a language your mind often ignores. But when you learn to tune in, when you listen, not just with logic, but with presence, you begin to uncover what your soul has been trying to tell you all along. It's important to remember that your soul doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It gently nudges you through subtle signs, through recurring dreams, through the things that stir your heart when no one is watching. That feeling of longing you get when thinking about something you've always wanted to do, that's not random. That's a whisper from the soul, reminding you of a part of your path you haven't walked yet. The third key is surrender. Not giving up, but letting go. Letting go of the need to control every outcome. Letting go of the belief that everything must happen on your timeline. The manual of your soul unfolds page by page, not all at once. Some chapters are meant to be lived before they are understood. Sometimes the answers come not through thinking, but through being present enough to notice the signs life keeps offering. Begin each day with a quiet moment. Ask your soul, what do you need me to know today? Then go about your day with an open heart and curious eyes. Pay attention to what repeats. The song that keeps playing. The number that shows up. The dream you can't forget. The people who trigger something deep inside you. These are not coincidences. They are messages. They are mirrors. Another powerful way to align with your soul's guidance is through conscious creativity. Whether it's writing, painting, dancing, or even cooking, creating something from your inner world brings hidden aspects of the soul to light. You don't need to be a professional artist. You just need to be willing to express what you feel. The act of creating is sacred. It is soul communication in motion. Take time for solitude, not loneliness, but true sacred solitude. A walk in nature, a moment of stillness in the early morning, a quiet pause before sleep. These are the moments when the noise of the world fades, and the voice within becomes clearer. And perhaps most importantly, be patient with yourself. The soul doesn't rush. It doesn't operate by the deadlines of society. Growth is not linear. Sometimes we take detours only to find we needed them. Sometimes the delay is the lesson. Every step is part of the unfolding. Every mistake a teacher. Every heartbreak a doorway. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are unfolding. The manual of your soul is written not just in symbols and signs, but in how you live each day. It's etched in your joys, your wounds, your passions, your tears. Trust that nothing in your journey has been wasted. Everything is guiding you home to yourself. So slow down. Breathe, ask the questions that matter. Trust the answers that rise. And know that deep within you, the map is already drawn, the compass already turning. All you have to do is listen and follow. Your intentions, your actions, your awakenings. Every thought you choose, every emotion you embrace, every moment you meet with presence. These are the strokes of the pen, writing the next chapter of your soul's story. You are not merely reading a script written long ago. You are a co-author with the universe, shaping your reality through awareness and intention. This is the magic and responsibility of free will, and it is precisely why the soul calls you to wake up to participate fully, not sleepwalk through your life. You don't need to have all the answers now. What matters is your willingness to listen, to learn, and to act. Begin with awareness. Notice what inspires you. What sparks your curiosity. What brings you peace. These are not random, they are the threads of your soul's guidance. When fear whispers that you're not ready, when doubt tells you to wait, remember this. Clarity doesn't come from standing still. It comes from movement, from taking the next right step, even when the whole path isn't visible. You are not here by accident. The challenges you've faced, the longings you carry, the dreams that won't leave you alone, they're all part of your soul's design. Your purpose isn't something to chase, it's something to uncover, like a sculpture inside marble waiting to be revealed. And the manual of your soul, it lives in the quiet spaces, in the tears you've cried alone, in the joy that fills you for no reason, in the moments you feel a strange sense of déjà vu. These are the soul's signals, the language of the unseen. So what, now? What do you do with all this knowledge? You begin. You start showing up for yourself every day, even in small ways. You meditate. You reflect. You forgive. You dream. You write. You speak your truth. You open yourself to life. And in doing so, you open the pages of your soul's manual. Your purpose is not hidden in some far-off land or ancient scroll. It's encoded in your breath, your instincts, your unique way of seeing the world. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. Don't wait until you feel worthy. You are already chosen by your own soul. The only real failure is to ignore the calling, to pretend you don't hear it, to silence your truth for the comfort of fitting in. You were not born to conform. You were born to remember, to reawaken, to reclaim the sacred script that belongs to you, and you alone. So walk forward not in fear, but in faith, knowing that your soul is guiding you, step by step, through whispers, through signs, through love. You don't need to see the whole path. You only need to say yes to the next sentence, the next page, the next breath. Because the greatest revelation is this: the manual of your soul is not something to be found. It is something to be lived. Every step you take, every experience you undergo, and every awakening of consciousness you allow, becomes part of the sacred script your soul is writing. In the teachings of ancient mystics, there's a powerful truth whispered across generations. The greatest illusion isn't the world itself. It's the forgetting of who we truly are. We become lost in noise, in distraction, in the pursuit of things that pull us further from our essence. The world teaches us to chase success, validation, and material security. But beneath that surface lies something far greater: your soul's mission, the deeper truth that has been calling to you since the moment you arrived in this life. When you begin to pay attention, truly pay attention, you'll start to see the language of the soul everywhere. In the quiet pull towards something you can't explain, in the repeating numbers, in the dreams that feel more real than waking life, in the way your body reacts to a truth before your mind can process it. This is how your soul speaks. And as you listen, you begin to remember. You begin to feel the ancient wisdom pulsing through your veins. You awaken the divine code within you, a blueprint that was never lost, only hidden beneath layers of doubt, fear, and conditioning. But insight alone isn't enough. Knowing is sterile if not paired with doing. So now that you understand your soul is not wandering aimlessly, but writing a living manual with every choice, every breath, the question becomes, what will you do with this wisdom? Start here. Make a commitment not to the world, not to anyone else, but to yourself. Commit to becoming a conscious participant in your soul's journey. Start listening. Life is always talking to you, through sensations in your gut, flickers of déjà vu, sudden shifts in emotion. These are not random. They are data from your deeper self. Keep a journal. Watch your dreams. Track what repeats. And over time, the messages will become clear. Next, act in alignment. Do not sleepwalk through decisions. Each choice is a fork in the road. One path leads further from your essence. The other brings you closer. Ask yourself, does this expand me or shrink me? Does it feel like truth or comfort? Then heal. Gently, but boldly. Healing is not a one-time event. It is a return. A peeling away of false stories. A revisiting of wounds not to relive pain, but to release it. Shadow work, forgiveness, meditation, inner child dialogue, whatever speaks to you, use it. The clearer you become, the louder your soul's voice will grow. Live with purpose. You were not placed here to survive and die. You are here to express, to evolve, to love, to wake others up. By the way you walk through the world, your mission may not come in a lightning strike, but it will come in sparks, moments of aliveness. Follow those. And here's the secret you weren't told. You already know what you're here to do. You always have. The soul doesn't forget. The mind does. You don't need to find yourself. You need to remember. You don't need someone to give you the answers. You carry them already in your heartbeat, in your breath, in the quiet knowing behind your eyes. So stop searching for the manual outside yourself. It's been inside you since the beginning. The real question is, are you finally ready to open it? And if not now, when? If this message stirred something within you, it's not by accident. There's a reason you're hearing this now. You're being called to remember, to awaken, to step into the truth of who you are. You've felt it before, in quiet moments, when the noise fades and something deeper rises, a whisper that says there is more. You're not alone on this path. All across the world, souls are beginning to wake up, questioning old beliefs, seeking deeper meaning, breaking away from the illusions that once held them. And if you've come this far, you are one of them. This is a community of seekers, of dreamers, of those who dare to look beyond the surface and into the unseen. Here, we honor the wisdom of the soul, the power of intuition, and the journey of remembering. So take the next step, subscribe to this channel, not just to follow content, but to join a movement of souls who are ready to live with purpose, awareness, and truth. Like this video. If something in it lit a spark inside you, share it with someone who may be searching too, because sometimes, the right words at the right moment can change everything. We are not just here to survive. We are here to evolve, to grow, to love fiercely, to heal deeply, and to live fully aligned with who we truly are. And the more we support each other on this path, the more powerful the ripple becomes. Ask yourself this now. What signs has your soul been sending you? The patterns, the dreams, the people who keep showing up, the books that fall off shelves, the numbers that repeat, the thoughts that won't leave you alone. These are not coincidences. These are clues. Have you been listening? Go back, reflect. Think about the things that always pull at your heart. The places your mind drifts to, when it's not distracted. The visions you have while half asleep. These are messages. Your soul speaks in symbols, emotions, synchronicities, and it never stops speaking. It only waits for you to pay attention. Maybe you've dismissed them. Maybe you've told yourself it was just chance. But the truth is, your soul has always been guiding you quietly, patiently, consistently. The more you notice, the louder it becomes, and the louder it becomes, the more your path unfolds with clarity and direction. So today, make a choice. Don't just listen. Start acting. Start honoring what you feel, even if it doesn't make sense yet. Start trusting that inner compass, even when it leads you off the well-worn road. Because that road, the one your soul is pointing toward, that's where the magic lives. Let's walk this path together. Let's build a space where questions are welcome, where depth is celebrated, and where souls awaken side by side. There's no need to rush, no need to have all the answers. Just be present, be willing, be open. And remember, the universe always meets you at the level of your awareness. The moment you shift, everything begins to shift with you. So now I ask you, what signs has your soul sent that you didn't notice before? Look again. You just might find that the answers have been waiting for you all along.